live from the Talk Radio studios in just a little while. We'll be looking at what many believe is an impending recession, that unless Boris Johnson reverses some of his economic policies, we're headed careering towards a full-blown recession. I've even heard talk of a depression, and you don't want to know about that. So we need to talk about the economy. Before we get there, though, far more importantly, we're going to talk about Blackpool. A Tory MP, Heather Wheeler, in conversation, to be fair, said to journalists, "I was just at a conference in Blackpool or Birmingham or somewhere god-awful." All the B's there. We thought we'd give Birmingham a break, but you know, I take exception to Blackpool being called god-awful. I've been there a few times. I think it's a good, fun seaside town. It's not god-awful, and I suspect that my next guest will agree with me. He's the director of Blackpool Live. That's a fan site for all of those, including me, that love Blackpool. Peter Mowbray. Good afternoon, Peter.
Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you today?
I'm all right. How dare Heather Wheeler suggest that Blackpool is god-awful? Tell us why it isn't god-awful.
Well, first of all, it's very disappointing to hear such comments from the respected MP. Blackpool is a very diverse, energetic town, always established with lots of people. In fact, 20 million people visited Blackpool in last year or the year before, just before lockdown. It was the choice of destination for people after COVID. They all flocked to Blackpool. It's a town that has everything. It's got the Winter Gardens, the award-winning Stanley Park, which was voted the best park in the UK.
It has Tower? You've got the Tower?
Absolutely, Blackpool Tower is synonymous with Blackpool. It's just amazing.
And we're just looking at the prom there, and there's the tower. I mean, you know, we can't promise Mediterranean weather, but the footage we've got is on a fantastic day. Where better to be when the sun's shining?
Absolutely, Blackpool has everything. I mean, it's got 7 miles of golden beaches, which has recently been awarded the best beaches in the UK. You know, all these tourists visiting Blackpool can't be wrong.
That's true. And also, of course, you've got the spiritual home of ballroom dancing, where Strictly comes once a year, the Blackpool Ballroom, right?
Absolutely. It's just hosted the World Dance Championships in Blackpool, and people come, you know, just to even sit and have tea in the ballroom. It's so majestic, it's beautiful, and it's a credit to Blackpool.
Well, what about those people, you know, by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a bucket and spade, fun seaside town. I'm all for it. But what about people who might say, well, I don't necessarily want to spend 2 weeks or even a day donkey riding or eating fish and chips? Are there some sort of stylish, flashy, posh things you can do in Blackpool as well?
Of course there is. We have some of the best restaurants in Blackpool. People come from far and wide to visit Blackpool. You know, sometimes they stay for a week, weekend, long day. It doesn't matter. I mean, there are places to go that will cater for every taste. Some of the restaurants in Blackpool we frequently visit and thoroughly enjoy. And we have a vast range of eateries, not only restaurants, but we have fast food outlets all over Blackpool. If somebody just wants a hot dog on the beach, we have lots of established places that people can actually go and enjoy.
Indeed, not forgetting, of course, a great place for golfers, right? Fantastic golf courses up there.
There are indeed. There are some good golf courses. I don't personally play golf, but we do.
I do, and it's one of the great miseries of my life. But there are fantastic courses up there. We seem to have lost Peter Mowbray there. That's a shame. I was enjoying that conversation. Is he back? No, he's not. Well, listen, we're going to try and take some of your calls. But I think we all agree with Peter there, don't we? But Blackpool is not god-awful. A lot of people have fantastic times going there. I've always enjoyed my visits there. And, I think it's snobbish to dismiss a lovely place like Blackpool. This is, you know, people come from all over the world to go to that lovely seaside town. So thank you very much to the director of Blackpool Live, Peter Mowbray, for that sterling support of his hometown. Let's go to Oxfordshire now. And